All righty, I do want to welcome you guys to our presentation for this evening. My name is Todd. I'm broadcasting from Southern California. I'm going to be your host for tonight. I'm going to get our PowerPoint set up. We got a little bit of a new PowerPoint, a couple new slides. It should be fun tonight. I think you guys are going to like it a lot. It'll be the first time I've kind of done it in this format. So you and I both have something in common. You have no idea what I'm about to say, and neither do I. So anyway, it should be great. Hold on. Incredible things are happening with our company, record sales. It's been just absolutely one major blessing after the next. I mean, just absolutely knocking on wood for all the incredible things that are happening. But I think that once you see our presentation, what we're doing, who we are, where we're going, you're going to be pretty fired up like everybody else is, and understand why so many people are jumping on the Trevorium train. So I think we got our presentation loaded up now. We should be live on Facebook. Everything should be working. I'm just going to do one quick double check to make sure that we are in fact connected to Facebook Live. Hold on real quick. All right, we are. All right, so with that, I do want to officially welcome every single one of you tonight. Again, my name is Todd, broadcasting from Southern California, about 1 hour north of San Diego. For my wife, Jean, and I, this has just been one of those unbelievable, breathtaking, pinch yourself kind of experiences. We got involved with the company. We've seen it spread from our very humble beginning to 63 different countries. Most of our team today doesn't even speak English. We barely speak one language, English, right? So I promise you it's not us, but the power of the concept. And of course, the company that I'm referring to rolled out a brand new concept just recently. And so this whole Trevorium brand is brand new. When we got involved with the company, we had the P2S brand, and then they rolled out the brand new concept, which is what you guys are here to learn about tonight. And so you guys are here at the very beginning, the very genesis, the very commencement of the brand new concept, the brand new idea, the brand new marketing, all that type of stuff. And although the concept is new, the company itself is not new. The company is going into its 9th year in business, paid out millions of commissions all around the globe, beautiful home office, customer service in 3 different languages, et cetera, et cetera. So we kind of have the best of both worlds here. We have a well-established company rolling out something brand new that people have never heard of. So we kind of get to be there at the beginning, and yet I got a well-established company backing that up. Now, our concept is to teach you how to become a travel trader. Now, what is a travel trader? A travel trader, also known as a digital nomad, is somebody who can travel for pennies on the dollar. They can travel for free, and they can earn money 24/7 from anywhere in the world, right off their laptop, right off their mobile phone. So if none of those 3 things interest you, you can get off the Zoom now. I mean, I just saved you a ton of time, right? There's no point in even going any further. But now if that does interest you, break out your notepad, because all of these things are coming to fruition for countless people day by day by day. And I'll say it one more time. We want to show you how to travel for pennies, how to travel for free, and how to sit there on any beach you choose to sit on, at any poolside you choose to sit by, any mountaintop you choose to sit on, any kid's bowl game you want to be at, and how to make money 24/7 right off your digital devices. You can do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, any damn time you want, right? That is our vision. That is our concept. Now, I have to give the legal disclaimer that past performance does not equal future success. So although we've had, incredible success as a company in past, although other people have had success, you'll hear the stories, it doesn't mean you individually are going to have success, right? Everyone comes to this with a different mindset, a different skill set, a different attitude, a different work ethic, a different ability to follow instructions, different risk tolerances. All these different things factor into how well you do. So obviously individual performance is based on you, what you put into it. There's nothing, this is not something for nothing or something like that, right? Now, with the legal disclaimer out of the way, I want to get to kind of the core of our presentation. And that is where we ask people the question, if you had all the time and all the money in the world, what would you do? And if you went out and asked most people that question, do your own little market research, you could ask 10 people tomorrow, and you're going to find out that the prevailing, predominant answer is, you know what? Man, I would travel. I would adventure the world. I would spend time with my loved ones. I would delve into my real hobbies and passions. I would live life on my terms. Again, doing what I want, with whom I want, any damn time I want, right? I would live a completely different life, right? And that's the bottom line. The people dream of a different life. They dream of a better life. So how do you get more time? How do you get more money? Well, if you were to ask the author of the best-selling financial book of our era, and I can't stress that one enough, Robert Kiyosaki. You can Google this guy. In the meantime, just take a screenshot of his last name. It's not easy to spell. And you can Google him later. And you can see all the different books he's written. I mean, he's been celebrated and notarized by every major, financial publication as a financial guru for the average person. How do I get ahead? And what he put together here with this brilliant graph is to show that 95% of all people are going to end up in a financial graveyard, place you do not want to be. And it's not because they were unemployed. It's because they had a job or because they owned a job. And you're sort of like, well, hold on. Why would that be a bad thing? Because a job is a place you want to start. It's a wonderful way to put some food on the table. It's a wonderful way to, maybe put some gas in the car and put a roof over your head, right? But it's a horrible way to get ahead. It's a horrible way to create a lifestyle. So a job is where you start. A job is not where you want to finish. Now, the objective for every single person on the planet should move from the left-hand side of the quadrant to the right-hand side of the quadrant, where you either become a business owner or an investor. Now, a business owner is someone who has money that's coming in week after week, month after month, irrespective of their day-to-day efforts, meaning they have income that's coming in, whether they are alive or not, okay? Further, there's also being an investor. This is where I got my money making me money. People say, you going to work tomorrow? Nope. You're not? No, I got my money making me money. See, I got my money working for me, so I don't have to, right? I got a business working for me, so I don't have to. So suddenly I have all this time and I have money. And only 5% of the population's figured out how to put those two things together. We're going to show you how to join the 5% tonight. We're going to show you how you can get a business that's working, how you can become an investor and do those kind of things, right? We're in the education department here, right? We're going to educate you on the steps you can take to make these things come to fruition. Now, as you look at our companies, I mentioned earlier, we are not new. In our 9th year, beautiful home office in Temecula, California, customer service in English, Spanish, and French. Our CEO and founder and his lovely wife, Miss Adela, they are world-class entrepreneurs. In fact, Mr. Hart was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year Inc. magazine. That's a major financial publication here in the United States for our international audience. They simply recognizes this gentleman as an extraordinary entrepreneur. And when you look at this company, they are going into 3 of the biggest industries on the entire planet. Number one, we're in the travel space, single largest industry in the world. Now, this has been our background. This is how we got to the 63 countries and paid out the millions in commissions and got the beautiful home office and customer service in English, Spanish, and French. And if I could tell you nothing else about our travel, I would tell you this. If you only need to know one thing, and that is the fact that we are bigger today than we were 12 months ago. So even after going through a global pandemic, our travel is so, pardon my French, badass, okay? So incredible that we are bigger today than we were 12 months ago. If you knew nothing else, you'd be like, okay, clearly, there's something about your travel after a global pandemic. Even that didn't shake you guys. People continue to join? Man, what is it? We're going to get into that in a couple seconds. Secondarily, there's the cryptocurrency and foreign exchange markets. The foreign exchange market, single largest financial market in the world. The cryptocurrency markets are the most explosive markets in the world. We're going to show you how to participate in both of those. There's the direct selling industry, which was $1 trillion trend even before COVID-19, meaning even before a couple billion people started Googling, how do I make some money from home? Even before that happened, before it popularized the idea of working from home, it was already $1 trillion trend. It's just accelerated that much further. We're going to show you how to get involved with that as well. Let's jump into the travel space for a moment. And again, travel is the most commonly shared dream amongst all people of the earth, right? Seems like it doesn't matter what part of the earth you go to, what corner you go to, what language they speak, what religion they practice. People are inherently the same, and they all have some of the similar dreams. They obviously want to have families. They want to have their kids and children be healthy. They obviously want to be able to, have a roof over their head and eat food. And every single one of them has this dream of going out and traveling the world. Okay, it's the most commonly shared dream in the world, which is why it has become the largest industry in the world. And if you want proof of that, pull up a list of the top 10 internet companies in the world. You see Amazon, Google, Facebook. We all know the names. They're making billions and billions and billions and billions. We know that. But on that list of the top 10 in the world, you will see not one, but in fact 2 travel companies. Now, that should almost cause you to scratch your head for a moment. Like, wait a minute, hold on. Expedia and Priceline. They don't own anything travel related. I mean, they don't have a website. They don't have a hotel. They don't have a cruise ship. They don't have a resort. They don't have an airline. They don't have a car rental agency. So how are these guys making billions and billions and billions of dollars, just like Amazon, Google, and Facebook? And it's because they have a monopoly. And so when you go to search for travel, like so many people do, you might go over to Expedia and you're over there doing all your searching and, checking everything out. And then you think, you know what, I want to make sure it's a good price. So you go over to hotels.com and then you go to Travelocity and then you go to Cheap Tickets and you go to Orbitz, you go to Hotwire, you go to Trivago, right? You're doing your due diligence, right? And you're checking site after site after site after site, not knowing that the entire damn time, the same company owned every single one of them, every one of them. And you're like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, it's bad enough that you're not actually price shopping, but they wasted your time. I mean, they're sitting back going like, I wonder who they're going to choose, because the money's coming to the same place no matter who you choose. So the fix was in. And so we decided to bring a different model to the space, one where you could get rid of the markup and give travel to people at a much more affordable rate, a model where you could earn free travel, a model where you could get paid to travel, right? And that seems to, for anyone that's a travel enthusiast, is like, hold on, that just sounds kind of sexy. Say that one more time, where you could save up to 70% on travel, where you could earn free travel, and you could even get paid to travel. And so again, for the billions of travel enthusiasts on the planet, not everyone is, but there are billions, right? Most people are. That is like music to my ear. Show me how that works. No wonder you guys are growing even during a pandemic. All right. And so again, that's exciting. So we can help you save travel in all of the usual arenas, right? But I believe documentation beats conversation. So let's do a little bit of head-to-head comparison here. So here's the Crystal Cancun Resort in Mexico, Expedia versus us. You can see Expedia's price $17.97, our price $11.48. Now, some people are like, oh, come on, Todd. They're a big company. There's no way you guys are getting a better rate than they are. You're right. We're not getting a better rate than they are. The rate is $11.48. They chose to market to $17.97. The rate is $11.48. They just make you believe the rate's $17.97 because they own all the sites. So when you go from site to site to site to site, you see like $17.97, you see $1,802, then you see $17.67. You see all these prices that are all a little bit different, but all kind of in the same neighborhood. So you just assume that must be the rate, and it's not. They're just jacking the stuff up. Well, some of you are like, yeah, but what about the price line negotiator? Captain Kirk, beam me up, Scotty. He wouldn't do me wrong. Well, here's another head-to-head comparison. This is the Paradise Point Hotel. This is only 3 nights, folks. It's not like we're going for 2 months. It's 3 nights. You're saving $641 in 3 nights. That's like $214 a night. I mean, even if you said, Captain Kirk, his family's got to eat too. It's not like they marked it up $20. I mean, they marked it up $641 on 3 nights. Now, I don't know about you, but my wife has something much better to do with $641 in San Diego than give it to Captain Kirk, right? He got enough money. Okay, so again, showing people how to save big time money on things they're already doing. Now, as exciting as all of this is not, again, N-O-T, not what made us big. What made us big is what I'm about to show you right now. It is our Dreamcation platform. This is the place where we can show anybody, anywhere, on any budget, how to have not one, but multiple vacation experiences every single year. And it starts with our getaways. Now, the way this entire program works is that for every dollar you spend, we're going to give you 2 points toward an actual vacation, okay? So you're going to have those points add up. In fact, 90 days from today, if you're a platinum member with us, 90 days from this very moment, you could go on a vacation if you choose. In fact, you could go to Pueblo Bonito Resort at Sunset Beach. You could go here for 7 nights, 8 days, and it was going to cost you how much? $0.00. Okay. Cost you nothing. Nada. Goose egg, right? Translates in every language. It only took you 90 days to have enough points to go for 7 nights, 8 days to one of the most incredible resorts on the entire planet. Now, I'm just going to go off script here for a second because I got this text from Mr. David Hart, our CEO and founder. Him and his lovely wife, Adela, were down in Cabo. They just got back, and they sent me a video of their particular place in Cabo. And I think it's worth seeing because it gives you an idea of the kind of places we're talking about that you get to go to. In fact, as I play this, you're going to be able to hear his voice as he does kind of the video tour here. So I'm getting it up here on my screen. Get some sound going.
Utilizing a getaway. I got to tell you, this place is absolutely stunning. We get to come here and stay here for $7 for a week after taxes applied. I got to tell you, travel is not dead. It's absolutely booming. You should see all the people down here in Cabo. Guys, look at this room here that you get on our Trevorian platform. You apply your travel points through your membership, and then you can come down here and stay here for $7 for a week plus tax. Now, you can do 3 of these a week, 3 of these a year on our platform.
And so you guys can kind of see the view that view he had. I mean, he was right there on the ocean view, had that famous, rock formation there in Cabo, right outside his door. You can see his wife Della sitting on the balcony, right? It cost him $1 per day. They had a jacuzzi tub on the balcony, right? And so again, these are the kind of places that you're going to now. You're not limited to just Cabo. We've got them in Orlando, Florida. We've got them all over Europe, Spain, the Canary Islands. We've got them in Asia. We've got them in Africa. We've got them in Central America, South America. We've got them all over the United States and Canada. 2,000 different resorts where you can go and tap into amazing experiences. Now, that's one kind of vacation, okay? And that's a vacation, by the way, that you pick the date, you go with your family, you're by yourself, have a good time. Now, separately, we also have our world tours. Now, these are vacations that were curated by our company. And so they actually kind of have a whole schedule here, and you have to go on the dates that they outline if you see one you want to go on. And when you go to a world tour, you're not going there by yourself. Well, you are. I mean, you're going there with your family, and you can pretend that you don't know anyone there and just have a good time. But you're going to be there with lots of other people from the Trevorian family, people from all over the world. And you're going to find out, at least for a lot of people, that when you go there and you get to meet a lot of other people who are like-minded, people who are just like you, they're outgoing, they're excited, they're passionate, they love to travel, they love to have fun, they want to achieve more out of life, right? I mean, when you meet people who have the same kind of beliefs you do, people that are just like you, you'll meet them. Next thing you know, it's like the sparks are flying. I mean, you just met and you guys are having this conversation that's going back and forth. You're like, oh my gosh, you could be my BFF. And then you meet someone else and you're like, oh my gosh, you could be my BFF. And it's like, when you're done, you have this shared experience of not just being at this incredible place, right? And one of the nicest places in the world. We got them everywhere. I'll get into that in 2 seconds. But you were there with like-minded people. And it was like this unbelievable party. Like you'll be counting down, waiting for the next one. You will forge friendships that will transcend continents. You become friends on Facebook and WhatsApp. And these are people you will know for the rest of your life and keep in touch with. And you'll see them on future world tours on different continents and different places. And so let me give you some examples of this. This is Tenerife, Spain. This is the Hard Rock Hotel, 3 nights, 4 days, by the way. This includes a bed and breakfast, cocktail party included, right? And you can go down here for $199. That's it. For 4 days, $199, where you're getting, again, breakfast and your cocktail party, all that kind of stuff. This is the Wynn in Las Vegas, Nevada. My wife and I went to this particular one in the fall. The rooms go for as much as $600 per night. We were in there for $66 per night. By the way, we just booked, my wife and I, the Punta Cana. That's in the Caribbean. We have a 2-story room, ocean front, all the food, all the booze, everything included, $299. Well, my wife and I both have accounts, because you're going to find out that when you tell 3 other people about our company, then the whole thing's free, right? Because you're earning more than you're spending. So tell 3 and it's better than free. So we did that for her account. Well, then we said, hey, I should get an account. We did that for my account. Well, that means that all these vacations we're talking about, we get completely for free. They cost us nothing, because we're getting all the points for free, okay? Now, because we have 2 accounts, we said, you know what? We have 3 adult children. So we're going to Punta Cana. We're going to use her account for our room. We're going to use my account for the oldest daughter's room. So we're taking the oldest daughter, the son-in-law, and the 2 grandkids. They are just absolutely jacked out of their mind, excited. They've always dreamed of going to Punta Cana. It's been on their bucket list. Again, all the food, all the booze, oceanfront room, everything included, right? And of course, they don't know that it only costs us $299. For $299, we're taking them on a dream vacation. Now, when we're done with that vacation, we literally fly back to Miami, hop on a different plane, then fly to Rome, where we're going to meet our middle daughter, who's a dentist, and her fiance. They're going to come to Rome. We're going to do the Vatican, the Colosseum, the Sistine Chapel, all that kind of stuff. We're at a Wyndham, unbelievable place. That one's like going to cost us like $150. They don't know it's only cost us $150. All they know is, oh my gosh, we're in Rome at this amazing resort. Oh my gosh, but I mean, we're going to be rock stars to them, right? When we're done with that, we're going to take the youngest and her husband to Dubai. And so, I mean, this entire vacation experience, we're taking 3 different kids on 3 different vacations, and our total bill for the whole thing is like $600. I mean, again, the points cost us nothing. And so, again, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that's gotten people so excited. Now, some of this is about, hey, this is incredible, Todd. I love the travel. I love, so you show me how to travel for pennies. You've now told me how to travel for free. Now tell me how I can sit there on the beach and make money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and never have to leave that beach if I don't want to. Well, that's where we get into the next phase of our company, which is the cryptocurrency and Forex marketplaces. Now, understand that the Forex marketplace is actually a travel related industry. If you've ever gone to another country, in fact, my wife and I just got back from Cancun. We took the kids there on vacation for spring break. When we're down there in Cancun, they don't take the dollar down there, they take the peso. And so when you arrive, first thing you do is trade in your money for the currency of that country. We've all done that. Most people didn't know, though, there's a marketplace that trades this stuff 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, where you can make money whether the price goes up or the price goes down if you have the right information. Now, furthermore, okay, we also are also teaching people about cryptocurrency. We're sitting at signals more and more every day with the cryptocurrency marketplaces. Now, cryptocurrency is one of those industries that most people just don't seem to know very much about. I mean, a lot of people are lost. In fact, some people think, yeah, Bitcoin, it's kind of this internet currency. Well, that's only kind of true. It's really cryptocurrency blockchain revolution. So cryptocurrency was the name that it kind of adopted because the first version of it was Bitcoin. But what made it revolutionary was blockchain. Okay, now that sounds confusing. Just kind of picture blockchain being this underlying technology that's revolutionary. And the first application on that blockchain happened to be Bitcoin. But blockchain is just the beginning, meaning currency is only one aspect of this entire transformation that we're talking about. In fact, many of the experts, kind of equate this to like electricity, that this blockchain is like electricity. So try to picture your home before electricity, where you would have no lights, you would have no radio, you would have no TVs, you'd have no air conditioning, no refrigerators, no heating. And you start looking around your house like, my gosh, everything runs on power. None of that happens without electricity. Blockchain is electricity. Okay. Now, the first application with electricity happened to be the light bulb. So some people think, aha, electricity is all about light bulbs. It's the light bulb revolution. That's what a lot of people out there doing right now with cryptocurrency. Oh, it's Bitcoin. No, light bulbs are only one application, meaning Bitcoin, which is a currency, is one application of the bigger picture of what's happening. You're going to have every kind of application in the world plugging into this revolutionary technology called blockchain. Now, again, Forbes magazine calls this the fourth industrial revolution. Elon Musk and Mark Cuban are all in. They're calling this an absolute revolution, okay? It is a transformative technology platform, no different than what the internet did. In fact, Laura Shin, who is the chief financial editor and writer for Forbes magazine, so she's one of the financial gurus at Forbes. She had been there forever, wrote articles for the past 5 years on cryptocurrency, left Forbes magazine, started her own podcast on cryptocurrency, but she calls it the Internet Web 3.0, the decentralized internet and how it's going to revolutionize every aspect of your life. So no different than how the internet, when it first came out, it was hard to picture. For those of you that are old enough to remember, before there was an internet, right? It was hard to picture all the different ways the internet would change your life, but it did. I mean, it changed every aspect of everything. I mean, companies like eBay and Amazon and Netflix, I mean, none of this would exist without the internet, right? Google and email and all the kind of stuff that we do, and the encyclopedia went to the internet and the way we search for things. I mean, the movies and movie times and restaurant times and navigation and all this other kind of stuff was because of the internet, okay? None of that happens. And the similar thing is happening with blockchain. You're going to have every kind of application in the world tap into blockchain, and it's going to revolutionize every aspect of our lives. Now, again, we are not only doing the education on Forex, okay, but they are sending out signals on cryptocurrency every single day. And they're beginning to do some of the educational stuff to help people understand this revolutionary thing that's taking place. So, you're in the right place, right time to tap into some of this excitement that's happening so that, again, you can travel for pennies, you can travel for free, and you can sit there on the beach and make money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right off your mobile phone in the cryptocurrency markets and in the foreign exchange marketplace. Now, the Forex marketplace, as I mentioned a moment ago, travel related industry, single largest financial market in the world, runs 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Cryptocurrency runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So sometimes you hear us talk about 24/5. Sometimes you hear us talk about 24/7. It's because cryptocurrency runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the Forex marketplace runs 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, right? So we have one market 7 days a week, one market's 5 days a week. That's why sometimes you hear that disparity. Anyway, so going back to, it is a massive, massive industry, 20 times the size as Wall Street. And we have a complete program that teaches you everything you need to know in English, Spanish, and French. We have all of the recorded videos back there. We have the searchable FAQs back there. Every day they do live trading, and you can get on and talk about cryptocurrencies. And you can get on and ask about this current currency or that currency. By the way, cryptocurrency is just a horrible name for it. They call it currency because Bitcoin was the first, right? But it's really should be called, blockchain revolution, right? I mean, because most of the companies that are coming out have nothing to do with currency. They have no intent of being a currency. They're just nothing more than a new technology that's about to disrupt some major aspects of different segments of the economy. And so again, but you can get on there and talk with our traders about this and that. They're putting out the signals every day right on your mobile phone. You're going to get the signal, what they call the trade ideas, that, hey, we're taking a look at this and, we're going to buy at this price. We're going to sell at this price. You can begin to emulate the moves of the pros. And if you do what the pros do, you're going to get the results the pros get. And so again, an absolutely incredible platform. And again, our vision is to help all of you become travel traders, where you're able to travel for pennies, travel for free, and sit there on the beach and make money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, or the poolside, or wherever you choose to sit. Now, you can buy any one of our memberships independent of each other. You do not have to buy both. We get some people to say, man, you know what, Todd, that travel stuff's incredible, but that crypto, it's like you're talking calculus to me, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Stick with the travel. You can go with one of three packages. We've got small, medium, and best. It ranges from $39 a month to $69 a month, all the way to $125 a month. All, by the way, if you do the platinum 125 and you tell 3 other people about the whole thing, you are now earning more than you're spending, and otherwise you're earning free vacations. Now, some people are like, hey, Todd, man, tell me more about this crypto revolution, and Forbes magazine calling it the fourth industrial revolution, and Elon Musk, the second richest guy in the world, calling it a revolution, and Mark Cuban. I mean, if this thing is really a revolution, man, how do I learn more about that? How do I learn more about Forex? How do I get involved in the single largest financial market in the world? Well, hey, that's only $99 a month. And guess what? If you tell 3 other people about it, you're earning more than you're spending. The whole thing is free. Now, you can also do both. You can say, man, I want to do a platinum membership and I want to do the Forex membership. I'm in it to win it. I want to be a travel trader. I want to be a digital nomad. And again, if you go tell 3 other people who do the same thing, you're now earning more than you're spending. The whole thing is free. So the whole thing is free as long as you decide to become a partner in our company, which is $49.95. That's one time per year. That's your back office, your replicated website, the training, everything's included, right? All the tools, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that's what's going to put you in business as an independent contractor, which now means you can write off your house, spouse, kids, meals, travel, entertainment, cell phones, as long as you're running your business with an intention for a profit. There's all kinds of tax deductions you can tap into that can save you thousands of dollars, not 1,000, thousands. To get together with your own tax professionals to ask about, hey, what do I need to do? How does that apply to me? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, as we delve into our compensation program, we have a 10X comp plan. We call it 10X because we literally pay out 10 times as much as other companies in our space. And no, that's not hype. I mean, we literally pay out 10 times. I mean, the math is the math. I'm going to show that to you in a couple of moments. Now, again, the first step is obviously to go out there and get 3. Because when you get 3, you're earning more than you're spending. You're now enjoying the services for free. Now, for the purposes of illustrating our comp plan, I'm going to assume that you get 4 because we're a binary meaning 2. You can only have 2 people on your front line. And so if you go out there and you recruit 2 people, let's say that you recruit me and you go out there and you recruit Miss Kayla Young. Okay. So you got me on the left, you got Kayla on the right. Anyone else that you bring on from here on out forevermore has to go below me or it has to go below Kayla. You have no choice. Okay. So let's assume for one moment that you bring on Tyrone. Well, you put Tyrone down below me. Well, let's assume I didn't know Tyrone and Tyrone didn't know me. And Tyrone goes out there and builds this massive business. I'm going to benefit on that business exactly the same as you, exactly the same as Tyrone in the daily compensation program. And I didn't even know him. Now, why'd you put Tyrone below me? Because you had no choice. You can only be too wide. So once you had me and Kayla, everyone else that you bring on board from here on out has to go below me or Kayla. So you put Tyrone down below me. Well, let's assume you now bring on Kyle Thrower. You put Kyle Thrower down below Kayla. Well, then you bring on Mamuda. You put Mamuda down below Kyle. Then you bring on Sally. You put Sally down below Tyrone. You're just building straight down. I bring people on, they're going down below your people. You bring people on, they're going down below my people. So you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, okay? And so you're just building straight down. So you go out there and you sponsor 4 people. And I'm going to assume that your 4 people, they don't do the big travel package. They do the medium travel package along with the cryptocurrency Forex package, okay? And so they're going to be, travel traders. They're just doing the medium-sized travel along with the trading package. And so let's assume that you go out there and you sponsor 4, got 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Well, if you can help those 4 get, 1 or 2 people each, well, that's not going to give you 5 customers on the left and 5 customers on the right. Well, that means you're now earning $400 to $700 per month. Well, if you can then help those 5 customers get a couple people each on the left and on the right, well, now that gives you 17 customers total. That means you're going to get one of these championship rings like you see on my finger, or like you see there on the screen. And you are now earning a minimum of $1,500 per month. And you could be earning as much as $2,500 a month. So let's just kind of split the difference and call it a couple thousand per month. You're somewhere in the $2,000 neighborhood, okay? And so how did you get here? Well, I went out and got 4. I'm now enjoying free vacations. I'm enjoying all the services, right? I help my 4 get a couple people each. I'm now making $400 to $700 a month. I help their people get a couple people each. I'm now making $2,000 per month. Well, now if you can go out there and help 1 or 2 people in each leg get one of these rings like you see on my finger, you are now going to become a 3-star director, which means you are now car eligible. Your income is now somewhere between $30,000 and $40,000 per month. And you can go out there and get a brand new Mercedes. You can get a brand new Tesla. You can get a brand new Range Rover. You can get a brand new Lexus. You can get a brand new BMW. Now, by the way, this is a picture of my wife, and this is her dream car. And so she went and got a i6 Grand Coupe M package, right? This car is absolutely gorgeous. It's freakishly fast, by the way. She absolutely loves this car. I absolutely love this car payment, okay? Because it cost me nothing. And I figured out that the cars that the company pays for, they seem to drive better than the ones I have to pay for, okay? So anyway, so again, car program, you guys could be tapping into that. How did you get there? Well, when I got 4, enjoying some free vacations, right? I went out there and helped my 4 get a couple people each. I'm making $400 to $700 a month. I help their people get a couple people each. I'm making a couple grand a month. I went out and helped 1 or 2 people, my left and right leg, do what I just did. Now I'm driving a brand new car, making 30 to 40 grand a year. Now, I want to pause here for a moment because one of the concepts I keep teaching people, especially in the advent of the cryptocurrency Forex marketplaces, is what I call the part-time millionaire. Now, that's not hype-ish. I mean, the part-time millionaire, if you were to simply take $5 per day, invest it into the boring stock market, I call it boring because it's a lot slower than crypto markets right now. You were to invest it just in the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Dow Jones, right? If you take $5 a day and you invest it, compound it over time. If you invest $5 a day every single day over the course of 30 or 40 years, you become a millionaire. Well, you say, well, Todd, I don't have $5 a day. Well, give up your Starbucks habit. Now you got $5 a day. Well, Todd, I don't want to wait 30 to 40 years. Well, then invest $10 a day. Todd, I don't even have $5 a day. Where am I going to find $10 a day? Well, let's go back to the comp plan. You go out there, you bring on 4. Okay, you help them get a couple people each. Well, guess what? You're making $400 to $700 a month. Here's your $10 a day. Okay, now I got my $10 a day because I went out and earned that money in the compensation program. Now it's not going to take me 30, 40 years to become a millionaire. It's only going to take me maybe 15 to 20 years to do it, right? Well, then you say, you know what? I'm going to get the trading package. And I'm going to learn how to take that money and put it in the Forex marketplaces, how to put it in the cryptocurrency marketplaces, which are a lot more explosive than the marketplaces over here. Well, now you got a chance of accelerating the curve a little bit more. You can say, you know what, I'm going to become a 2-star director because if I sponsor 4 people, okay, and I help them get a couple people each, I'm making $400 to $700 a month. But if I can help their team get a couple people each, now I'm making a couple grand a month. Okay, well, now I'm not investing $10 a day. And now I'm up, up there investing, a lot more money per day. I'll let you guys choose the number, whatever's good for you. But you got a couple $1,000s a month now to invest. I mean, before you're talking about trying to become a millionaire with $10 a day. That's, that's, 300 a month, right? That's just, it's a little bit of money, but not much. Well, now you got a couple grand a month. Well, imagine you're putting that into some of these explosive industries and you're accelerating the curve, right? That's what I call becoming the part-time millionaire, because you're doing this whole thing part-time, right? Part-time. And so, it's not about foo-foo dust. It's not about trying to be a millionaire overnight. We're not trying to advocate something crazy here. I mean, this is any financial planner could, sit down and say, if you're investing this amount and the rule of 72 and based on average returns per year for the Dow Jones Industrial, the S&P 500, right? This is where you would be. But there's ways of accelerating that curve. And again, it's just doing the simple little things that appear to make no difference, repeated over time. And that's how you get there. Now, as you continue to build the compensation program, if you can go out there and help, another person each leg get one of these rings, you become a 4-star director. You're now making 50 to 60,000 per year part-time. Okay. So now imagine you take that money and start investing it. Well, now you're really accelerating the curve, right? Because you still have your regular JOB, you were still paying the bills, but now you get an extra 50 to 60,000, right? To put into the Forex marketplaces and 401ks. I mean, whatever you do with it. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not trying to, dictate what you do with your money. I'm simply trying to, help you to imagine, hey, this, if I had more money coming in and I went and paid off debt or went and paid and started investing, right? I mean, clearly I can cut the curve. I mean, everyone on the planet can tell you that, right? So again, making 50 to 60,000 a year. Now, how did you get here? Well, I went out and got 4. I'm enjoying free vacations. I help my 4 people, okay, get, a couple of people each. I'm making 400 to 700 a month. I help them get a couple of people each, right? Now I'm making $2 grand a month. We're on a championship ring. I help one person or two in my each leg get a ring. I'm now driving a brand new car in the company. I helped another person each leg get a ring. I'm now making 50 to 60 grand a year. And if I can go out and help 1 or 2 more people get a ring, I'm now an ambassador. I'm now in that 6-figure neighborhood. I'm now making anywhere from $90,000 to $110,000 per year in income. At this moment, I'm really accelerating the curve if I'm doing, the things I should be doing with my money, right? Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but clearly, if you got more money to invest, there's a good chance you're going to accelerate that curve, especially if you start learning about the Forex marketplace and the cryptocurrency marketplaces. I'll give you guys just an example. In cryptocurrency, a lot of people have been talking about the Dogecoin. I think Elon Musk was talking about that on Saturday Night Live just this past Saturday. Well, if you had bought the Dogecoin back on December 31st, that was just 4 months and a week ago, by the way, 4 months and a week ago, if you'd have bought the Dogecoin, you could have spent $1,000 on Doge. Where am I going to get $1,000, Todd? I don't know. Maybe go out and get 4. Who get 4? I mean, here's your 1,000, right? And if you'd have bought the Dogecoin, not financial advice, I'm just talking about what would have happened if you'd done it. If you'd bought the Dogecoin New Year's Eve, as of before the SNL shooting, your income would have been, or your Doge account would have been 145 grand. So you would took $1,000 investment and turned it into 145,000. Okay. And you did that in basically 4 months and a week, right? Now that's how explosive crypto is. Now it's a pretty phenomenal, outrageous example, right? That's why everyone's talking about Doge. Not everything's growing that fast, but it gives you an idea that things are pretty explosive in that arena. Again, Forbes magazine calls this the 4th industrial revolution. I mean, lots of people are calling this a revolution. And so it's worth getting involved, learning about how to travel for pennies, how to travel for free, learning how to trade Forex. They send out cryptocurrency signals and we're getting them on a week, almost every other day basis now. They're going to be stepping up the education in that arena. There's people like our CEO and founder who's just crushed it in cryptocurrency. I've seen my wife's account go to over 7 figures. Yes, over 7 figures in cryptocurrency. I mean, it's absolutely crazy to see what's happening over there. And so again, we just want to make sure that we're helping everybody, have that same level of playing field by disseminating the information and letting people know. I mean, I'm telling my daughters and my friends, and like, hey, John, Mark, Bob, there's major things going on over here. You need to come take a look. Now, by the way, as you continue to rank advance in our compensation program, there's other awards. This is the 3-star Ambassador Omega-3 watch, same watch James Bond wears in all of his movies. It is an $8,000 watch, by the way, free to all 3-star ambassadors. That is a picture of the watch my wife and I received. In addition to that, we also have, direct sales bonuses, leadership bonuses, vacation bonuses, dream car bonuses, ambassador pools, right? We've got everything in place. The only thing we're missing is you. And at the end of the day, it's all about having a better life. In fact, our youngest daughter was here for Mother's Day over the weekend, and she's done extremely incredible in her career. I mean, just it's kind of been on a incredible ride, and they just bought this big home in Orange County, and things are going really really well. And of course, I made the comment to her because she's beginning to think about other things and she wants to do in her life. And I just made the comment. I'm like, look, I mean, money will buy so much happiness, right? If you don't have money, then you think, wow, I need money for happiness, right? If you can't pay the bills, you start to equate money with happiness because it's not a lot of fun if you can't pay the bills. But once you're beyond, okay, I've paid for the house, I've paid for the cars, paid for the food, we can go on vacation, we can go out to eat, we can kind of do almost anything we really want to do within reason. I don't mean you're buying Bentleys and Lear jets, but I mean day-to-day living. I mean that's all covered. Well, then money has a very small diminishing return, and you're going to begin to learn that it's really not about money. It's about lifestyle. It's about time, and that time is more important than money. You can get more money, but you can't get more time. Okay, you have a very finite amount of time, and life is going by rapidly. I mean, just yesterday the kid was 6. Now she's getting ready to turn 28, and so again, I mean, this thing's happening fast, right? And so it just the years start just, and life is too short. I could tell you that my own mother passed away on my 24th birthday. She got pancreatic cancer when she was 48, and so she passed on when she was 49. And my mom and dad were both really hard workers, and she drove the bus, and my dad was a police officer. She also ran the Champaign Police Benevolent Association. My dad also worked at Sears and the Holiday Inn and Eisner's and a few other places doing security detail. And again, I'm not knocking hard work. I mean, hard work's part of it, especially when you're in a new venture. I mean, you got to kind of burn the midnight oil, but you want to kind of go about it strategically, because too many people think, someday I'll do this and someday I'll do that. And you have to get off the island, the someday island, and realize this is not some dress rehearsal. This is your life. And if you're not, getting true satisfaction out of your life and what it is you do, you're in serious jeopardy of wasting your life. This is the speech I'm giving my youngest daughter. And, if you're not happy, then find something that makes you happy. Because again, it's nice to have more money. Who doesn't want more, right? If you got $1 million, I want 2 million. If you got 2 million, I want 3 million, right? You always want more, right? But again, the money has a diminishing point of return. It's really more about, do I enjoy doing what I'm doing? Am I satisfied doing what I'm doing? And I'm going to ask some of you, would you have fun being travel traders? Could you have fun traveling for pennies, traveling for free? Could you have fun, trading right off your mobile phone? Could you have fun sharing this concept with other people and having them travel with you to various destinations? Could you have fun like I am? I saw my buddy Ryan, who just got involved with the trading and the Forex, the cryptocurrency. He's calling me every night. His account's just doubled, by the way, in the last like 30 days or something like that. I mean, it's blowing up, and he's like a kid in the candy store. He's on fire, excited. To me, that's fun, because you're reaching out and changing people's lives, right? You're helping people see a brighter tomorrow, a brighter future. They're learning new things. He's studying and like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. I never knew. I mean, to me, that's fun. And so again, I just invite you to be a part of our family, invite you to all the fun that we're having here at Trevorium. What I want to do real quick is see if we have a few people on here that might want to come on and share their story and kind of share what's happened for them so far. In fact, we're going to go grab Miss Mahmouda, who's over in the United Kingdom, by the way. In fact, in the United Kingdom this very moment, it is now 2:44 a.m. So we're going to make her a co-host. We'll see if she comes on screen. She might be in her PJs. She might be dressed. We never know. Just remember, it is 2:44 a.m. her time, so she has every right to be in any attire she wants to be.
I'm in PJs.
You're in PJs. Well, by the way, I work from home. I mean, so half the time I'm in attire that it's probably not appropriate to talk about on the thing. I'm walking around, I got shorts and a t-shirt, ball cap on backwards, or sometimes I'm just in my damn boxers walking around the backyard because we have a lot of privacy in our backyard. I'll be out there on the phone. And so it's the great thing about working from home. Do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, because you want. So you're in your PJs. So Mahmouda, I guess kind of from your perspective, your thoughts on Trevorium, your thoughts on travel, your thoughts on trading, your thoughts on building a better life. Because when you first came to our company, it wasn't to make money.
No, I enjoy travel. I was widowed 14 years ago, and I had 4 very, very young children. So travel has been very important to me because it helped my kids to have a better life. So enjoy life. I didn't want their life to be all about the death of their dad when they were kids. So travel has been an enormous part of my life, but I've spent a fortune. Whereas now I'm saving so much money with my travel. Um, and I also have my children as partners because I want to travel with you guys. So I'm keeping my points to travel with my Trevorian family, and I want to go on world tours with you lot. And my kids can travel with their points with their friends. So we're all having our individual membership. But I actually took a friend of mine to Spain and didn't even talk to her about the business because I wasn't interested in the business side of it. I just wanted to travel and have fun. So I took a friend of mine and it cost me £80. And she was like, "Are you sure we're in the right place?" Because it was a 5-star hotel. We walked in and she's looking around, going, "Oh my God, this place is awesome." But she was absolutely terrified that I'd taken her to the wrong hotel. So luckily, it wasn't the wrong hotel. We were welcomed very warmly, and it was, "Hello, Mrs. Hill," gave me my card, and I was also told I'd get discount on my spas and on my food and on my drinks and anything I spent within the hotel site. I would get an extra discount because I was a member. So membership has its privileges. So we had a great week, had an absolutely fantastic week, and this friend came home and she signed up the next day. So she became a platinum member as well. Another friend of mine joined as well, who's again from school days, didn't really talk to her about it. We went to Devon together on a dreamcation. That should have cost £1,500 if I'd paid for it normally. I spent £120. Again, a spa hotel. And that was during lockdown. So I'm saving money on all of my trips. I'm saving money on my daily groceries, on buying a computer for my daughter. So there's all sorts of ways of saving money, and every penny you save, it's a penny in your back pocket. So it's all good. But for me, and this is the crux of it, for me, it is about the Trevorian family. It's about how we all support each other. Life is short. We all know that way too well recently of what's happened. My heart goes out to Deborah Taylor and her family. But we all are there for her. And you guys are all been there for me as well. And it's just amazing how we do support each other. We might not have met. I mean, you and I have met, but I haven't met Kyle. I haven't met Kayla. I haven't met Deborah, but we feel like we are brothers and sisters and all part of a family. And we are just, I don't know, we're just supportive and we're there for each other, backing each other up. And I think that's way more important in life, having that connection with other people, making memories and having somewhere that is your happy place. So this is my happy place, Trevorium. I love you.
And we love you, Mahmouda. And it'd be great to see you on a world tour. Obviously, this summer. I'm assuming they're gonna get things opened up over there and let you guys out of there. And then it'll be PARTY, right?
Absolutely.
Well, I also grabbed. I grabbed. You mentioned Kyle, and I grabbed Kyle. See, I don't know if he's on here or not. I also see. I did grab Kyle. So if you're on, Kyle, feel free to come on screen and kind of share your story because Kyle's one of our best travel traders. Kyle's not only been like on 14 trips, but he's traded. He's doing both sides of the aisle. He's got the big shirt on. So, I mean, Kyle, you got 10 million stories, right? Of all the different trips you've been on. But I mean, obviously, some people, hey, is this thing real? I mean, can you really travel for the kind of prices this guy's talking about? I mean, is there any merit to this? I'm sure people are kind of wondering. I mean,
well, I think whoever gets into the company, there's something for you there. I'm blessed to be with the company for a while, and COVID, COVID wasn't the best experience for a lot of people, but it opened up the chance for me to travel because I still have a job. I work on the Las Vegas Strip. I was born and raised in Las Vegas, so I didn't quit the job yet. And the funny thing is that the governor basically closed everything that had large amounts of gaming and the restaurants and the large resorts. But the smaller places that didn't rely on the gaming aspect, a lot of them still tried to stay open. So I got to do 3 of the 4 staycations that I've taken while we were laid off. We couldn't work, but there were some places that were open. So I played tourist myself. Um, I've taken 14 trips since I got into the company. The majority of them were the last 2 years. And on the trade aspect, I'm learning trading, and I just want to do it consistently. Then I probably will quit the job. Last night, I made $400. I rode the roller coaster of the cryptocurrency up and down, and probably would have made more if I stayed in until this morning. I got tired and closed everything out, and so I made about 400 last night, and the coins, the majority of them are still even higher if I stayed in. So there's something for everybody. Everybody has different time schedules here. Mamuda, love you.
And you.
And so cryptocurrency is sort of open to everybody. If you can't follow the markets in specific areas or time zones, cryptocurrency is going up and down day and night. So that's one good thing about it. I there's just so much. I have trips to plan. I haven't paid for a world tour yet, but that's because I have a trip to Miami that's paid for already. I'm debating on going back to Daytona Beach. I also have another trip to Cancun that's paid for already. So, but I don't know when I can take those trips. So I'm debating on adding San Diego and Hawaii, but I'm not exactly sure when I can do any of the world tours. So I haven't added anything on. But whatever walk of life you're coming from, there's something for you. The trips by themselves, you can't lose. You're going to get at least a trip every 4 months to 5 months. That's free, that's paid for. And if you do it as a business, you can write everything off. There's just so much to the whole company. Thank you, David and Della Hart, and like you brought up about Deborah and Guy Taylor, rest in peace, Guy. I started when I started with Triborium 5 years ago. I had my first colonoscopy. They found basically 3 inches of tissue that they had to cut out. So this Friday, I'm doing my 3rd to make sure that there's nothing there still. But I'm 55 years old now, and you're not promised any time. You like to think you're going to live forever, but I waited for a lot of people saying, okay, we're going to go here, we're going to go there. And I just got to the point when I had this free time and Triborium let me travel so easily. It's like, I got to go. I can't wait for anybody else. You never know how many trips you're going to be able to take. We were talking about, Deborah and Guy and seeing them at some of the world tours and stuff. That would have been nice. I was blessed to see them before. I guess they were at night, a couple of the events that were in Las Vegas. So I met with them, I believe, at, Deborah, she came to everything. And you just, there's no better time than the present. This is a wonderful company with a lot of opportunities for anybody that wants to just jump on board. Worst case scenario, you get a trip a year. You can't say that about any other company, and really more than one trip. There's just opportunities for so many people to do so many different things. Meet wonderful people, Guy, Todd, Kayla, Tyrone. We're texting each other. Jeff in Colorado. We're trying. We're doing a little network with the cryptocurrency besides the trades that we're getting through Telegram. We're trying to let everybody know what's going up and what's going down, and you can make money buying or selling.
Absolutely,
Great company.
absolutely, absolutely, and And again, congratulations on the $400 you made last night. And that's more money than most people make in a day. You made it last night, right? I mean, you just, goofing
3
around
hours.
and make $400 in a night, right?
Yeah, 3 hours, three
Yeah, I mean,
hour
but
trade.
yeah, I mean, most people went to work all day pretty hard today and probably didn't make that kind of money. So,
Yeah.
and again, for everyone out there, I mean, tonight's the first night I've kind of gone into a deeper explanation of cryptocurrency. I've had enough people calling me now, Kyle. We're like, what is this thing? What about this? I mean, my phone kind of rings off the hook with people just asking about how do I do this? How do I do that? I mean, because obviously we've been, extremely blessed in what we've seen happen here in the crypto world. And just trying to get people a kind of even a deeper sense that this isn't just some artificial internet currency that people call it cryptocurrency. So everyone thinks it's about currency. That's just one little tiny minor application. That's like saying when you get electricity, it's all about light bulbs. It's not about anything else. It's not about computers. It's not about heating and air conditioning and toasters and blenders and and refrigerators and TVs. No. It's just about light bulbs. I mean, that's kind of what people are doing when they call crypto, because then they think about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, meaning the underlying technology is blockchain, which is going to revolutionize everything. And you're seeing all these companies be rebuilt on the blockchain technology. And all people that are watching this, it's like the fourth industrial revolution. Well, I mean, knowing what you know today, I mean, because some of us have lived through several revolutions. I mean, I think I was probably 11, 12 years old when the computer revolution happened, because my parents bought a computer pretty early on. But you had Microsoft and Apple out there doing their thing. Well, I mean, that was a revolution that transformed everything. I think I was 22 when the internet got started. In fact, my email was toddstrand@AOL.com. I mean, that's how early I was to AOL. I mean, I had my name at AOL.com. And so, I kind of hopped on this internet thing right away, and that was kind of cool, right? But I mean, we saw the internet revolution happen, and it revolutionized everything. Well, then we obviously saw the smartphone revolution recently, right? Everyone doing everything from their smartphone, and it revolutionized everything. In fact, it's funny. I happened to see that movie the other day, called The Internship, and these two guys. It's a movie, right? But they sell watches for a living. It's Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson, and they sell watches for a living. And he goes, "Boys, the watch industry is dead." I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he turns to his 92-year-old secretary. He goes, "Hey, what time is it?" She pulls out her smartphone. She goes, 7 o'clock. So, meaning people didn't use watches anymore, right? I mean, how many people buy flashlights anymore? I mean, this has become the new flashlight. How many people, buy maps anymore? This has become the new navigation. Yes. How many people, you start thinking about all the different things that this thing does. It's like the ultimate Swiss Army knife. I mean, how many people buy alarm clocks anymore? No, they set an alarm on here. How many people use for everything, right? I mean, including if you're cooking dinner, you just go, Siri, set the timer for 29 minutes, right? All it's like I do. Siri just say something like that, and next thing you know, there's the timer, right? And just, now it's counting down, and in a moment it's going to go ding, 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 but it doesn't just happen there. It's going to do it on my watch too, right? So even if I left my phone in another room, my wrist starts going, zzz, it revolutionized everything, right? Yeah. Well, any one of those rides, if you had bought stock in Microsoft, you're living at a different address. In fact, for every $1,000 you invested back in the early days, it netted $2 million. Think about that. For every 1,000, it netted $2 million. You could have done the same thing with Amazon. If you'd invested in Amazon, same thing. If you had invested in Google, same thing. If you had invested in Apple, even if you waited until the smartphone came out, you could have started investing in 2007. Any one of those revolutions could have gotten it done for you. Well, now you got this kind of cryptocurrency revolution that's happening. And not only with our company, you're learning the Forex and how to trade in the Forex marketplaces, but they're also seeing out the crypto signals. And they'll they do the crypto education with the live traders, and so that you can actually get on there and ask more questions. And I just kind of bringing this up because when you start seeing people's accounts just explode, I mean, people going from literally nothing to wow, we're crypto millionaires, right? That's something you might want to share, right? And so you guys are sitting here, at this incredible crossroads of a company that wants to show you how to travel for pennies, how to travel for free, how to trade Forex, how to trade cryptocurrencies, how to go out and share that concept with a few other people, tap into the compensation program, which then gives you the money to put more money into Forex and more money into crypto. It's just like this incredible cycle where you're either kind of spiraling downwards or spiraling upwards, right? You're either growing or dying. There ain't no third direction. So, hey, with that, I know that we are exactly top of the hour, 7 o'clock, straight up and down. Mahmuda, 3 a.m. for you.
It is.
Yes. Thank you so much for being on here, as you always do. Kyle, love the shirt. What's it say? It says travel what? Travel for free. There it is. One thing we know everybody wants to do, right? And again, I can't even stress enough. I mean, if you knew nothing else about our company, other than the fact that we were predominantly a travel company because we just added the trading division, we're predominantly a travel company, and we actually got bigger through the pandemic. If you're like, how do you get bigger through a pandemic as a travel company? Again, invite you to take a look. Invite you to take a look. If you knew nothing else, you should mean like, wow. Of course, now that pendulum swinging back the other way, and now we got the travel boom that's about to happen. In fact, I read that the current administration, the Biden administration here in the United States, I know we have an international audience. So the current administration running our country believes that by July 4th, 70% of the American population will have been vaccinated. By the 4th of July, 70%. And they were actually, then I was watching a guy do all kinds of studies like in Australia. I think that they're at 50, and the virus has already kind of like diminished almost to minuscule numbers, right? I mean, no one would call it a pandemic based on what's happening, just based on getting 50%, because you're just kind of killing the whole transmission thing because it just doesn't spread anymore because so many people have been, vaccinated. So again, we can see that the vaccine is, or the pandemic's in the review mirror, not completely, but it's getting in the review mirror, and the travel boom is about to happen. So hey, for everyone out there, get back to the person who invited you to be here. Get your questions answered. Tomorrow night, we're going to be on with the cryptocurrency and Forex gurus. All I can tell you is, once again, see my wife's account go from something tiny. In fact, I had it right here. See, 6,000, 4,000, 10,000, 2,000, 394, right? To about 1.2 million. So that's happened since August. So maybe something you want to hear about, right? I mean, maybe not, right? You do anything tomorrow night, might be worth 7 figures to you. Was going to watch Housewives. I mean, you might want to tune into the crypto guys and just kind of get a better sense as to what's happening with this revolution, because it is a revolution, and there's only so many revolutions in one's life. In my life, we've had the computer revolution, the internet revolution. I'll even call it the shopping online, which is really the internet revolution, but I'll call that a separate revolution because there's so many applications with the internet. So you had the computer revolution, you had the internet revolution, you had the Amazon.com revolution, and you've had the smartphone revolution. There's only been 4 in my lifetime. I'm 50. Okay. Here's the 5th. So, I mean, there's only so many of these things you can tap into, and any one can get it done. So hope you guys will be with us tomorrow night, learn how to trade crypto, learn how to trade Forex, get educated about that marketplace, travel, make money. See you tomorrow night, 6 o'clock California time, 9 o'clock East Coast time, 2 a.m. UK Mahmuda time. So with that, have a great evening. God bless. Bye, everybody.
Bye.